If you're looking for a unique wine experience, check out Burned Out Winery. Founded by a team of siblings who turned their passion for winemaking into a thriving business. They focus on crafting exceptional small batch wines from Moscato to tart cherry and spiced apple to their delightful sangrias. There's something for everyone. Each bottle tells a story, complete with a creative name that reflects their journey. Their wines are not only fantastic, but they're also affordable, making them a great choice for any occasion. You can easily order online at burnedoutwinery.com or connect with them on Facebook. They deliver. Whether you're local or out of state, they'll ship right to your front door. Support this hardworking team and savor the taste of Burned Out Winery. This is Big Sturge with American Whiskey. Discover the taste of freshness at Schoolhouse Farms. Join Vaughn Davis and Beth Cole, passionate bird watchers and friends from York County, Maine, as they transform their love for nature into a thriving business. Since 2016, they have been dedicated to growing and distributing premium sunflower kernels, oils, gourmet popcorn, and heirloom grain products like corn, flour, and grits. What do they offer? Birdseed suppliers, high quality black oil sunflower seeds for local markets. Food retailers, a selection of sunflower oils, roasted kernels, gourmet popcorn, and heirloom cornmeal. Online shoppers enjoy gourmet popcorn and confectioned sunflower kernels from the comfort of your home. Floral markets, stunning sunflowers for Ohio-based florists. Distillers, specialty grains for brewing and distillation. Popcorn vendors, are you a kettle corn vendor? Talk to Vaughn or Beth about supplying your business with the lowest cost, high quality mushroom popcorn in the industry. Taste the difference. Customers can shop for delicious sunflower kernels, popcorn, flavored oils, and heirloom cornmeal and grits directly on their website or at selected retail stores and farmers markets across Ohio, Indiana, Maine, and New Hampshire. Their name pays tribute to the historic Freisinger School, built in 1862 on Davis Farms property. This one-room schoolhouse has a rich history, having served the community until 1939. Are you ready to connect? If there's an exciting opportunity to discuss, they would love to hear from you. Follow Schoolhouse Farms on Facebook today and become part of the community. This is Big Sturge with American Whiskey. Welcome to American Whiskey. As always, I'm your host, Big Sturge. And along with me tonight, we got a crowded studio, but I love it because it's what it's all about here at American Whiskey. Dougie Fresh. What's up? Peanut.
What's up, everybody?
Fred from Burnout Winery.
What's going down?
Chris from Burnout Winery. And we've got Firehouse Shine Company owner, John Bates.
What's going on, guys?
So guys, grab a beer, grab a drink, grab a wine, grab whatever it is that you like to sit back, relax, or sit on. You can grab whatever you like to sit on as well. Sit back, relax. We're excited you can hang out with us for an hour or so. Justice League's not here tonight. He's a little under the weather, but he is watching. He's in the comments. Expect to see some great comments from the crowd tonight. So as always, let's get started. Guys, first off, I know it's a Tuesday. Everyone's got things to do. It's 7:00. We're married and so we got kids. But you know, when it comes down to everything, out of all seriousness, from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you, Chris, Fred, John, for being willing to hop on here tonight and just hang out and have a good time.
Anytime, homie.
So we're going to start like we always do. I feel like every podcast does this now, but hey, let's talk about what we're sipping on. Of course, you know, I'm having a little burnout wine. I was only going to have a glass, but I guess I turned that into a bottle.
That's one glass bottle.
I guess, dude. But it is what I'm like. I'm gonna have one glass and we'll let this last the whole week. No.
Yeah,
So
right.
I'm enjoying that inside of an American whiskey glass because it only makes sense to combine the two because we're family. And then I was gonna get John Bence's whiskey down here and sip on that, but we are out of that right now. Great stuff. But Johnny, we're out of it. We'll get with you sometime. But what are you boys sipping on?
I got some H2O and whatever this is from Michigan.
I was like, where'd you get that? He's like, I have no idea. Someone just handed me a big box of Shine.
Okay.
Is it good?
Yeah, I'm not sure of the taste, honestly.
Shall I?
Yeah, see what the flavor is if you can profile it. I'm not really sure.
Smells like a bad mash.
To me, it's like a very light berry.
It almost tastes like a brandy.
Yeah.
Maybe like a sugary brandy.
Yep.
Okay, I'm because Burnout Winery, it's like Lay's potato chips or whatever. You can't have just one of them. So I am on my second
Big boy.
big boy drink. This one happens to be childcare, but I did drink a bottle of Nurse on the way here, and it's pretty good.
Fred, what are you
On the way. I have some pumpkin moonshine from a friend and Fiji water.
Ooh, fancy water.
Where'd the pumpkin shine come from?
I know a guy in Springfield.
He's Are you drinking Shine out of a wine glass? Is
Yeah.
that how fancy
Oh
you are?
yeah,
Well, he's got
We're
to
not going to be rude tonight. We're not going to be rude.
You gotta combine those two loves together.
Yeah,
You'll be holding up that finger or that pinky when you're.
oh yeah.
Now, Chris from Burned Out Winery, let's talk about that glass you got there because it is awfully awesome looking. What do you got in it, and how does somebody get that glass?
This is our Barry Sangria, which is our accountant. Ty made this glass, so I found it in the cupboard. So hopefully we'll be having them out soon.
That's helpful. So if you want one,
Thanks, Todd.
too fucking bad.
Yeah,
I guess-
no, we're in the process of making them. So when you see us down at Second Street Market, if we have them available, they'll be on our bar.
And I'm John Bence. What about you?
Well, since my stuff is still in the barrel aging, my red, white, and blue, I'm drinking on some Hatfields rye whiskey. It's
bottle.
double barreled, pretty bottle. I mean,
Oh yeah,
but and
Hatfields.
Yeah, did that come from the auction?
No, that's like
No.
one of his friends.
Oh, okay.
One of his good
that's
friends.
one of my buddies. I run up to see him. You know, I service Sissonville McDonald's, so I got to go up there at least twice a week. So I stop by for a stress reliever.
Nice.
Fair enough.
And then, of course, we make it into a nice old fashioned. It's 125 proof bourbon, 125 proof rye bourbon, and get us a little bit of orange bitters, simple syrup, and some walnut bitters.
And if you don't know John Bence, I will tell you a funny story before we move on. He is very, very, very serious about his old fashions. We're in downtown Gatlinburg, Tennessee. And, they're wanting $39.50 for, an old fashioned where we're at. John said, we buy a few to help out the cause and stuff, but hey, we don't got a lot of money. So John's like, hey, man, come out to the truck. And I'm like, no, man, I'm hanging out in here. He's like, come out to the fucking truck. I was like, he's like, bring that glass. Don't throw it away. I was like, all right. So we got to the truck. Bartender John Bence, just out on the side of the truck inside one of the biggest distilleries in fucking Gatlinburg, just mixing them up, dude. And I'm like, there ain't no way, dude. I think I had 30 of them, dude. I was walking sideways. Old bartender Bence out the side of a F-150, just
Operating out the truck.
he's like, what do you want? I got you, brother. I got margaritas, like, whatever you want. But he makes a great old fashioned, and of course, I think we can all attest we like old fashions.
Oh,
so that's what we're all sipping on tonight.
Hey, John, we had a lot of comments. Tell everybody about your shirt you got on there.
So I'm wearing Tracy Bumgardner's Ace Custom Copper shirt, and I don't know if you, I'm sure you can see that part, but the back of it, the back of it's really great. Tell me how far I need to get down here.
You don't have to get down at all. Now I can see it.
That was fun.
Yeah,
So
those
that
are the
was his new design.
right?
He had a tattoo artist draw that up.
Hey, Jason. Sorry, Peanut. That was a good one. That was a good one to bring up on the t-shirt thing. Got him. But anyway, we were going to get to the comments. If that's okay, we'll get to the comments here in a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah, we're on it.
Oh God, Peanut never talks on an episode, but today's 3 bottles deep, and he's ready just to run the show.
I'm on it.
I'm
Go
kidding.
ahead, boss.
I
Go
love
ahead.
Hey, Dylan asked if you were standing on a ladder, John.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
he would know, wouldn't he?
Dylan has to have a stool to get inside of a car, so I don't know why you guys crack on each other's height all the time.
The fucking tiger from Midget Wrestling.
It's so funny because John and him are always going to act like they're going to fight each other, and they always talk about each other's height.
I got that much higher than him.
Taller. I'm like, you both are both fucking short.
They're the same size.
Literally.
No, I got like 2 inches taller on him.
They're both
You're not.
I'm a
Dylan is
referee.
taller than you are. 100%.
No, he's not.
He is.
Jesus.
Football
No.
height. We're going to go with football height, John.
And then
Football
Vince
height.
tried to tell me one time he was a defensive end for 4 years in high school, and I'm like, let's be honest. That you
I
played
played
Pee-wee.
You went to
defensive
high school
end,
for
nose
4 years?
tackle, and running back.
See, he played nose tackle too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Chris played nose
Refrigerator Perry
tackle.
over there.
no, Jason, he is not taller than him. We literally had them sit back to back. So, but
Well,
let's be.
you can't measure by sitting.
Are you proud to be taller than a shorter guy that's also? I don't get the. It's like arguing about who's
Well,
fatter.
fuck yeah. We'll get Taylor down here, and then I'll be even taller.
We
I'm
all
fatter
would
than
use
you,
Taylor.
guy.
Well, Josh Jones already said it when you're standing on Taylor's head.
No shit. So what we're here for tonight is not a insane show, right? Because it can become a shit show in American whiskey real quick. But I want to stay focused here. Thank you for Fred for showing everyone how to put a dip in.
Sorry.
Man, my chest is hurting.
That's all
Hearing
that
that shit about you wanting to stay focused, my chest is hurting.
Good.
Do we need to call an
Okay.
ambulance?
I was going to have Vince go first, but screw him.
He's having chest pain. You better get it
Vince
filled up
will go
quick.
first. He
Hopefully you make it through the
he
night.
just ingested enough for.
Vince, we'll go with you. I want to hear about what's everyone's wondering. You've been going on a few months now. I would say going on a year of trying to get Firehouse Shine Company up and rolling, and trying to jump through different hoops and trying to make things happen. What is going on there, and when can the people expect to see the red tape, red ribbon cut?
So it's been a little over a year since we acquired the building. Started remodel. This building used to be the old Blue Tartan, which was an iconic bar in our area, but sat empty for a long, long time. So there was a lot of remodel, and actually it still ain't all redone or all done, but we're getting closer. We've got our federal stuff. We're allowed to run small test batches, and we're also allowed to run as much as we want to stock up. State paperwork's in again. On the federal side, I had so many hoops, add a door here, add a door there, do this, do that, with also being down for like a month and a half or 2 months with 3 different surgeries or 2 different surgeries. But
Poor
we've
John.
got everything.
Oh.
Wow. We've got everything federally. Now we're working on our state. The paperwork's in. We're just waiting on a word back from them because I screwed up 2 different times already. So
Why don't
Sorry,
you give
John.
him
That
a
was
call,
bad
John?
I have gave them a call.
What
They
Well-
told me that it was for my liquor attorney to address, not myself.
Well, John, you have said in the past, to me at least, that everyone has these issues that are trying. Ohio does not make it simple for somebody to not just distill, but have a storefront and somewhere someone can go and have a drink. There's a lot to it. I mean, I think
Yep.
Fred from Lake Erie Distillery hit it pretty good last night. He was over on Still Talking on the Uncle Joey show where they were talking about like the fire marshals have to even come out there. They've got, the food and was it the FDA?
Mm-hmm.
FDA. But to try to get through the state to get done, John's told me horror stories of it. I mean,
I can imagine the
and they're
Food
running him
Drug
through the-
administration,
shame on
health
you, Ohio.
department. I mean, so many.
Shame on Ohio, man. It's a
And,
shame.
Don't give
and
up,
the
John.
other thing is too, I have a guy that bought the building, but bills wise, I'll just go ahead and say I'm paying about $1,500 a month for a really good, fun man cave because I can't do nothing with it yet.
Mhm.
So
That's-
really, at that point, I mean, they're just costing me money, and I'm funding this on week-to-week paychecks.
Yeah. And then, like you said, you were down. You had was it the kidney or gallstones or whatever?
Kidney
got-
stones
got-
and
Got sick real bad. Then couldn't work. Part of that. And so, but we're here for you, brother. If you ever need anything, you got our numbers.
You want me to call for you?
hang on just one second.
Fred will raise hell.
Fred will raise hell.
Now,
It's all
if you still
trouble.
had a little bit of the hair on top and the scruffy beard, I'd say give a call on FaceTime. But I don't think they're gonna be scared of you now, boss.
Yeah, you're pretty young, cute.
I might be, man, they might charm. I'll be all right.
You might be able to charm them now. I'm kind of concerned for Chris right now. He's grabbing his chest and shit. Good.
Oh, I'm good. I'm just trying to shrink my double chin.
I don't think you do it by doing that. I think you just.
You
What
grow a
license
beard,
will you
brother.
have, John,
Grow
once
beard
it
and
gets
cover it
approved?
up. Beard and cover.
All right, Chris, what do you have to say there, brother?
What license will you have when it's finally approved?
So, hang on a minute. I'm going to turn that off so people can't call me that way. So licensing, I've got my federal license, and I applied for my A3A. I don't know why people keep calling me. It'll cut me off if they. I applied for my A3A. I didn't apply for the one where I could do cocktails yet because to do cocktails with that licensing, it's another $4,000. So
It's expensive.
the state already takes I think it's 42 or 43% tax. Plus you pay your federal of $2 for I think it's $2 for a 50-gallon barrel. So by the time you do all that, if you go pay another $4,000 for licensing, you better be serving a lot of drinks.
Right.
Yeah, but I
you
think
have to
you have
sell
the
that
spot.
to the state.
I think you have the spot to do it, John. You have a good hangout spot where I think people would, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so I'll get support from the Moonshiners and the Moonshine Group. Of course, podcast, your guys' podcast. I'll also get support from a lot of the firefighters around here. We'll go on a fire call and hell, we're fighting a structure fire and we get done where we're taking a break of some sort or getting ready for overhaul, and I'll get 3 or 4 guys at least ask me when you guys opening up. So I think support wise we'll have quite a bit. I just want to get the doors open and then maybe transfer into that licensing afterwards.
And,
Yeah,
and,
just
and
to
you
have
know,
people coming in, huh?
yeah, I think John, getting that building open and getting the community. You keep saying, you know, you're going to have a lot of support from the moonshiners and, you know, your friends. But I think once you hit that open sign and it lights up on the outside, people are going to be super intrigued there, and they're going to come in there. They're going to look around. They're going to be, you know, they're going to chill, and they're going to tell their neighbor. And I think before you know, because you got all of West Virginia right there within a mile of being there, and it's a very busy spot over there. So I'm looking forward to, you know, being there and watching your distillery grow, man. I think it's going to be amazing.
Well, you just look in our area, you know, and the volunteer levels drop. That's what I posted about the other day on my page. But you've got 12 different fire departments in our area. Plus, like you said, you got West Virginia, you got Gallia. We got a few wineries, but if you want to go to a distillery, you got to go at least 45 minutes up the road or 35 minutes the other way.
And that would be
So
Hatfield.
we'll be the only one in Meigs County.
What would that be? Hatfields and who?
Well, your first one would be West End, and they're pricey. I mean, you know, for a bottle of bourbon for a $7.50 at a distillery, I look to pay no more than, you know, $60 myself at a distillery, because I know what it takes to make it. If I was just out and never made liquor before, I might pay higher, but I know what it takes to make it. But theirs is 35 minutes up the road in Athens, out back of Athens. And then you can go out 77 and you can hit one, and that's in West Virginia, Ripley, Appalachian Distillery. And I'll be honest with you, I've never had anything there that I've liked. I hate to say it that way.
Fired.
You know?
Hey, go ahead and tag them. I want them to know what John said.
Well, but I don't think they really like me anyway.
What was it called? You say Appalachia?
Appalachian.
Appalachia.
You can't spell that.
He can't spell that. There's no way.
Never mind. We'll get to it later. I'm gonna just
So Serge, you know how I am.
You know
how I am. If I taste something that, you know, some podcaster makes, and I taste heads in it, or I taste some tails in it, I'll tell you, you know, I won't be real blunt with it. I'll just tell you, hey man, you need to back off a little bit of this or that, or
give what you tell other. I mean, I heard what you said about, you know, that company that makes, you know, I'm sure they're putting their blood, sweat, and tears you know, in those jars that you just completely trash. But I wonder what you tell people about our podcast.
Difference in a lot of places. A lot of places put blood, sweat, and tears in it, and a lot of places are just for the
Thanks,
numbers.
Dylan tagged Appalachian Distillery.
Wow, thank you guys.
But
Means a lot.
I can't wait for Vince to open up. We can go down there, celebrate with them, and it'd be a great place for firefighters.
You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pay like 30 people to go in there to John's and try his shit over like a 2-week period and tell them Appalachia is better.
Everybody's allowed their thoughts. I mean, opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one.
Now, I want to get over to Burned Out Winery here in a second, but I do have another question for you, Vince. Everybody here knows you make some of the best liquor out there. I think you make some of the best brandy that I've ever had. But I was listening. I don't remember what podcast it was last night I was listening to, but they said something about that, you know, you made you put sugar in the brandy. It's not really a brandy. I was kind of still talking uncut. That's who it was. Sean Rigsby's in here, I believe.
Yeah, he was in here.
And I know Sean will even tell you that you make some really good blueberry. Now, I kind of am interested in what it takes to create that brandy, and can you call it a brandy when you put sugar in it, or why not? You know, I'm curious.
So really, by TTB regulation, if it's got sugar in it, it can't be classified as a brandy. Even though with a berry, you're breaking down the sugars out of the berry, and essentially you're converting those sugars and making them into alcohol. But if you put sugar in it, it can't be called a brandy. So with what I do for blueberry, I did just start a blueberry, all fruit, no sugar, and that consists of 6 pounds of berries per gallon, and you still only get like a 5% sugar ratio on that for your starting gravity. You're
So
still
when
only
you
going to get.
So when you go to run that, you would start out, instead of being like 140, 150, you would start out low, right?
Yeah, probably close to the 110, 100, and you're really not going to get much at all on that.
So the
This is
only
just
way-
an experimental batch on the test still here.
So out of curiosity, and yeah, I agree, Sean. Vince makes some of the best he's ever had, and I know that he thinks that because him and I have had that conversation. Sean Rigsby, I couldn't agree more. But so in order to, if you, let's say you wanted to make a true brandy, and you're like, hey, I'm gonna get blueberries, but I want it to start out at 150. I want it to carry. I want to get that high proof. You can't add the sugars, right? Would that mean you would have to get more blueberries into that mash to create that starting gravity?
Exactly. You're going to have more sugars from them berries. So you're going to have to at least double your berries to get up, I'm not saying you can't get a jar of 130, 140 out of, something, but to get it to carry any quantity also, you're going to have to double or triple. And right now I got 5 pounds in that one barrel in there. I got 5 pounds or 6 pounds per gallon. And that's probably, I might get 2 quarts out of that.
Can we take a ride? Can we take a ride and see the barrels?
You guys can come down anytime you want. I'm hoping.
I'm talking about picking the cell phone up and take us for a ride, brother.
No, come down, see him. God dang it. It's going to make me get up.
I'm over here
I don't know how to turn my phone.
Don't make the mistake again.
What if you run that blueberry through a reflux? How much would that bump?
It'll strip all the flavor out of it.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
You might as well make sugar shine at that point because you're going to strip flavor out of it.
Yep.
Honestly, and I've talked about it till I'm red in the face, and Sean Rigsby kind of disagrees with me, and that's, on him. Big Easy kind of disagrees with me. I'll turn here. You can see that still there setting up. So if you watch when I do my video on running this, I'll have a pot and that thumper will be gone. So I'll go pot straight to worm, because the more water molecules you get, the more flavor you get. Lowers your proof, but it also gets you some, some really, really good taste and stuff. So I have in these nice redneck barrels I've got over here, I've got plenty of blueberries mashed in. They look very, very appealing. Let's see. So sitting out here in this room, I've got 120 gallons of blueberry mash. So I can run that in the big steel. And then if I don't die of, what's it called? It's
methane.
Asphyxiation.
If you don't know, you're going to die of methane poisoning.
So in here, I'll close the door back first a minute so it keeps all that nice smell in. In this door is the mash room. No, it holds heat in, dude. So it works off better.
Gotta be the one that try to light us.
Breathe in deep, John. Breathe in deep.
Take a deep breath, man. Deep breath.
He's gone.
We had John for his last words on
the bigger barrels. The bigger barrels are the, the blueberry moonshine that's TTB approved. I hear other people talking about having, blueberry moonshine. This is actually TTB approved. This one here was an experiment and it went everywhere. So that's a no sugar. That's straight blueberries. And then on back in here, it's kind of hard to see. Let's see if I can tip it. That's a blueberry rum. So nobody
Donnie,
that I
who's Donnie Thornton?
who?
Anybody know
Mm-hmm.
Donnie Thornton? I don't think methane is considered carbon monoxide, but I could be wrong.
I don't know.
I'd say just Google it. Pretty sure.
Doesn't matter. I don't go in there, but just
No, it
to.
does matter. You're literally got how many gallons inside of a tiny little room? I'm just a little
Hey.
concerned, brother. That's all. Okay.
Never too much for the Blueberry King.
Here's John. Like, check out.
I go in there just normally to check it, and when I do, I open the door and leave it open.
Goes in with like a
And-
full mask.
I shut it to keep all the heat in. That's a full cool.
All right. So before we get in any more topics tonight, of course we always end up in a shit show at some point. But I do want to talk to our family here at Burned Out Winery. We got Fred again and Chris on here tonight. I know you guys have got some big things coming up, and you guys have been making some big moves. In I think you guys are only 6 months into actually selling.
Yeah,
Right, about
5 or
that?
6
Yeah.
months.
And I think your guys' journey has been relatively
It's
awesome.
been amazing.
Yeah. And I'd like to hear
fun.
about it, tell everybody about it, and kind of,
What's up, Tracy?
what we got to look forward to.
You want me to do it? So,
Oh, that's cool. Go ahead.
We've been in business for like about 6 months now, selling at markets, and the main one that we do is the Second Street Markets, which is downtown.
In Dayton,
And-
Ohio.
Yeah, downtown Dayton, Ohio, on Second and is it Webster, Chris?
Webster, yeah.
Webster.
Yeah, and so we would just go down there every now and then on a Saturday and Sunday on a weekend and sell wine. And we had opportunity to fill an application out to become a full-time. Will it be a full-time vendor down there?
Vendor.
Yeah. So, we're going to be down there Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays now, year round, until
And-
they
And I
tell us
might have
otherwise.
asked you guys this weekend, is it up to you how long you want to stay there, or is there like a locked in amount of time that you signed on?
I think it's for as long as we want to stay there for,
Or they get tired of us.
or they get tired of us.
That'll never happen.
I don't think so. So we're gonna try to set it up as like when you come down, we're gonna have a little couple cocktail tables set up. You can come down and we're only allowed to sample 5 of our wines a day due to the Ohio laws. So the
Oh,
5 wines, you can buy a flight of the 5 wines, and you go over there and sit down, and not sit down, but stand around the little cocktail table if you want, and just have a good time down at the Second
Enjoy.
Street Market.
You guys do awesome. It was really cool to pull up and set up there.
Are you guys coming down this weekend?
Yeah. I mean, as long as
Definitely.
we're welcome. Yeah, that was the plan.
Yeah,
And
I
it's-
think
They loved you guys down there.
you coming down, John.
This weekend, I'm hoping to do my first big brandy run.
Oh, okay. We'll have
Um,
to get you down there next another weekend.
So that's why I was asking, are you guys doing every weekend?
Yeah,
Every week.
In the
every
month?
weekend. Every
Because see, like here we do a farmer's market, and we're only there for the fire station, once a month. That's why I was asking if it's every weekend or if it's just a once a month market or.
nope, it's every weekend
Cool.
and
Saturday, Sunday.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Most of the time, I'm gonna say like 11 to 3, and Saturday is like 8 or 9 to 3:30 or something like that. But
So
there's food and local produce. Like they don't let you in there. So like if you get the produce, I think the people that make the produce, they have to grow it year round at their like in greenhouses year round because they don't want you to bring anything that you bought in there. So everything is like
Natural. Yeah.
like homegrown from that person's farm or something.
And from a lot from that area.
Yeah, yeah, most of it's local for sure, and I think that's the biggest thing about it. Just to hit on a couple comments here, we got Shay. Can we go up on the comments? How do I go up? Can you read? Shay put something on there, or Megan something about a bottle of wine.
Yeah,
a friend,
Megan gave
A fan of
bottle
teacher
of
to one of
teacher.
her friends.
and she's from Tennessee. So,
Loved
and then
it.
we've got these comments are going through quick.
Tracy,
So,
I know
Tracy,
I
yeah.
owe Tracy some wine. It's
I got you guys-
almost there. It's almost there, Tracy. It's a little bit on the acidic side for me.
Yeah,
And that
but
just comes with time.
I'll
So,
never forget. Tracy's like, I need to get a bottle of these wines, like that, and I'm like, let me hook you up with my boys, and everybody's asking for it.
everybody we gave many out to people to try it.
Yeah.
It's spreading like wildfire. I mean, you got Shay. He's gonna go all over Columbus and talk about it.
Yeah.
No, I sent my girl down in Texas some, and she's going all
She
over
did a
Texas
review
to
on
talk
it.
about. Did a
She
review
messaged
on
me
it.
on TikTok and said, "Do you guys know them personal?" I'm like, "Yeah, they're family. You can't tell the resemblance. Like, they're our brothers."
Look at John. He looks the same.
I look more
as
like
us,
John.
too.
Tracy
Yeah.
order wants 12 bottles when he get it.
Okay.
He wants
That's-
12 bottles.
How about
now,
I just send him a tank down there?
That'd
Just
be
let him
fine.
have the tank.
Just roll down in a burned out Weiner tankery. Hey, I've got my CDL. Chris has got a CDL, and you
I
got
got a
CDL.
CDL.
We're all good.
That's
Strap.
right.
Yeah.
We'll roll.
Now, I
And
want to
you
share
know-
two stories that really I thought were kind of touching, and one of them was when we were we were helping out you guys a couple Saturdays ago, and Chris and I got in the truck. We were driving down to a brewery store. We were getting bottles, or no, not bottles. We were getting
Cork.
Corks. We ran out of corks that day.
and I know how much I love my brother and the things I'd say about my brother. And you know what I mean? Like, my brother's my hero. And I have a lot of good things to say about him. And he said, my brother makes the best wine, hands down. He said it with confidence. He said it with how you could hear the proud sound in his vocals. And it really resonated with me. And that's what really means the most with this bottle of wine is the fact that it's a full family of nothing but love and blood, sweat, and tears going into each one of these bottles. And to hear your brother behind your back, dude, say Fred, and then even say like, dude, he's won awards and hopefully future awards. But your brother, hands down, dude, it was emotional for me to hear it because it was so real to be in that moment and hear your brother say that. You do make the best damn wine, guys. That's on
Thank
the
you.
market,
Hands down.
and I can't wait.
appreciate it.
I can't wait for people to try it that haven't tried it. And the other little story that I wanted to share was when I was at the Second Street Market, Ryan and I were headed down there. They had these pickled banana peppers, and we were over there, and this lady comes by and she's like, "Did you see that the winers down there?" And the older lady's like, "You talking about Fred and Chris?" And Ryan's like, "Yeah, I can't hear a damn thing. I'm trying to ear in a little bit." And Ryan runs over there. "You talking about Burnout Winery?" Burnout Winery. And they're like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Yeah, it's right down there." And they're like, "Oh, that's the best we've ever had." And Ryan's like, "Oh, it is the best." And I'm thinking,
Yeah.
he
Ryan,
doesn't-
he's never had it.
He's never had it, but
Never had it.
see how proud my son was.
But he knows the people are the best.
Yeah, he overheard the conversation, jumps in there and says, where you guys are at, just a couple booths down that way on the right-hand side, you'll see them. They're handing out wine for free. I was like, that's not, it's not free, but it's go down there and get a couple tastes of it. But that's my son, genuine. And my son is, they say children know, right? And you see my son, I put that picture of John Bent over at Firehouse. and it's just so cool to see my brothers and my sisters be a part of these companies that are going to make a difference, man. And that's why I wanted you guys on here tonight. So, but you know, Burned Out Winery, you guys are doing something, man. You know,
Thank you,
Ben,
man.
One of
You
my
guys are
favorite
killing
things is when we come to the studio and your kids are like, "The Wine Brothers are here."
yeah,
They get excited to see us.
they know what wine does for their mother.
Yeah. And I'm
Well,
just the guy behind Fred helping him out. I don't,
Kendall's like, "Why is mom happy tonight? That's odd." I'm like, "Well,
Wine
text
Brothers
Uncle
were
Fred
here.
and Uncle Chris and tell them thank you."
The ones write a letter to him.
You know, and when we were up there helping, I was actually shocked. You know, the show really where the love's at. Fred actually was there the whole time with us and didn't disappear nowhere.
You hear
When?
that? You hear that?
Listen,
He never disappeared once.
that's
When
because he
you were
couldn't
there?
go nowhere.
That's because he had put in all of his time elsewhere before you guys got there.
First off, he disappeared. There was like 6 times I looked at Chris and I said, "Where's Fred?" He said, "I don't know."
Get a tarot reading.
In the same breath, who was gone with Fred? Phil and Levi. You turn around and be like, "Where's everybody at?" We don't know.
We're tracking down Fred. You know, it's like
Yeah.
a game at the Second Street Market
I
now.
think you're
It's
hot on the
called
trail and
Where's
he's,
Fred?
he's still hiding somewhere.
Hell with where's Waldo? Where is Fred?
Yeah.
Second Street
Vince,
Market.
you got to come down there and hang out with us one day, man.
I mean, you
Yeah,
finally got my Facebook friend request approved, so
Yeah,
Matt,
that was forever ago.
we can get you down there.
He said, "Psh."
Yeah,
I said shit. I didn't say shit.
we'll get you a little step
Oh,
stool,
fucker.
climb up to the tables.
"How long does an open bottle of wine stay good for?
A year.
Even if it doesn't have a cork on it?"
You need
Oh,
to
I
take
would-
the vacuum seal it.
Is that the one we filled up with water?
You filled it up with water?
That makes more fucking
Yeah.
sense. Dude. I'm looking at it like, I don't think it looks right, man. That makes more sense now. I need you to go dump that out and wash it
That
out.
reminds me of when we were over there bottling. I'm like, "Here, Sturge, try this," and we just had a clean bucket of water down there. And
There ain't no
oh,
motherfucking way
this
that
tastes
was
just
not
like
clean water.
water. I said, "That's because of this."
Yeah, then I felt like poison. Automatically, I felt lightheaded.
This is administrator.
Is that dry?
So are you guys more sweet wines, more dry wines?
Well, let me tell you
We're
this,
in between.
John.
We got both. We do about the same amount sweet to dry. The problem with dries is
you can't keep your dry in stock though.
yeah, we can't keep it in stock, and it takes so long for it to set to get the acidic flavor out. Quote me on this, Fred, if I'm saying it wrong. Let me know. To
You
where
gotta-
it's drinkable and it
Where it's
tastes
dry
right.
enough and stuff. Yeah, the acid go down a little bit more, and if you let it sit a little bit longer, it just mellows it out a lot. Because I really think if you were to try the cab right after fermentation, it's sweet. Like it's still sweet.
I'm not a dry wine guy, but
I'm obsessed.
Burnout's dry wine, I can drink it. It's really smooth.
Yeah.
It don't have that
Well, it's
bitter
like
bite to it. Or
it's like me. I hate sweet wine, but I can drink their sweet wine.
Yeah.
You know, I do not like sweet wine. I don't have a sweet tooth. My son and I are the same.
it's like they got the perfect balance
They're
right there on
perfecto.
everything.
I
They
agree.
definitely perfected.
We got the
It's
wine
tough
open,
to
brother.
get a balance, ain't it, John?
Oh yeah. You got to find that, that happy medium.
It's
'Cause-
tough.
The way I look at it, we're crafted for us.
What's going on?
It goes to someone else, but I craft everything to my flavor before it
That you
goes out.
like? Is that what you like? You craft it to what you like.
Yes, yeah. So anything I do, if I won't drink it, I won't hand that jar out to someone else.
I hear you.
That's how we are.
I've done this this year will be 18 years. There was some in the woods, very little. There was some in the field, there was some in the barn, wherever. But this last year I've started doing this, going legal. A lot different, of course, but I still won't. I still stick to my ways. If you hand a jar out, you can hand 50,000 jars out. That's really really good, and then I give one bad one out, and then everybody talks about it. So
Yeah, yeah, I hear you on that. It's like what is a, it's takes like 100 years to make a customer and like less than 10 seconds to lose them or
yep,
something like that.
yep. So
I hear
yeah,
you.
if I don't like it at all, and I've dumped a lot of stuff instead of rerunning it. This last year was the first time I've ever reran anything. If I ran something off and it tasted bad or wasn't to my liking at all, it went in a weed sprayer with a little bit of vinegar, and I sprayed weeds with it.
Can I ask
Yeah.
a really dumb question for the
Yeah.
winer and the distiller? So you guys can laugh at me, and you know what I'm saying. It's you know it's okay because I do run a little myself, but I'm not a moonshiner. It's just a hobby, and I don't even make the great stuff. But whatever. I never even knew wine was kind of like the same, like you mash in kind of, right? Like
Yeah.
they use yeast. I didn't realize that.
Different types of yeast.
But here's my question. If you run like what does a wine mash contain? What burned out winery boys, I do a lot of corn, barley, rye. What does, let's just go, for example, a sangria or, just one of your wines. What does that entail? What does that look like?
So the dry wines is so there's grape wines and then there's fruit wines and of course there's the mead, which is made with honey. Sake is like a Japanese thing.
It's
I
a
don't
rice
know,
wine.
rice.
It's a fermented rice.
But we use grapes and fruit juices, and they're already pressed for me. So all I do is take a Brix reading. If it's below what I wanted at low, so like I get Niagara from up in Madison. It comes in at about like 10 or 11. I'll start my fermentation and let it start, and then I'll add sugar to it in 3 stages to take it up to the Brix that I want it to. And then when I get done, it will come out at like 13.
So do you add the yeast right away? Do you have to continue to add the yeast?
No, it's
I know it sounds dumb, but I'm just
no, you're fine. It would be just like if you guys moonshiners would take their corn and everything, they get their sugar, you have to have a certain amount of yeast to turn that much sugar into alcohol. Because if not, it'll stop, and then you'll have half of it will be alcohol and half of it'll be really sugary. It'll be like the
yeah,
sweetest
you gotta
thing
have
you
enough
want.
yeast to convert that.
Yeah.
John, my favorite. Go ahead.
So basically, Fred, like what you're saying, you're starting off with your yeast. You got to, with the fruit, you're fermenting it, and you're basically feeding it the sugar and steps to keep the fermentation proceeding to where you wanted at.
No, so I'll do a different. So if I do a dry red, let's say a cab, I will get my cab juice. I will let it warm up to room temperature. I will add my yeast nutrients and my yeast to it, because usually the cab juice and everything like that comes in already at 23 Brix or 24 Brix or in the 20s. So all we normally do is just get the juice to room temperature, add our yeast and our yeast nutrients, let it cook off until it gets down to like 15 or 10 Brix, and then we'll add another different kind of nutrient to it to help
When
it.
you say Brix, are you talking about gravity?
You guys, yeah, I use Brix. It's a lot easier for me it's the other side of the hydrometer.
So okay,
Just the fancy side.
Bence.
So it's the one finger in the air.
The one thing that you told me, I told you I didn't have a gravity reader, and you're like, "Here's how we're going to do it." taste that mash every couple of days until you can't taste sugar, and then you're ready to run. So,
So you'll want to taste sour on our end. Pretty sure it's the same way with you guys, right?
Ours is dry.
Yours is dry.
Yeah.
Also on our end, and this was taught to me by, a little bit older guy, but you dip your finger in that mash and you just blow on a little bit and then you stick them together. And if they stick together, you've still got sugar in it. So that's one of the tricks that, you could do as well. So either way, it's still going to be sweet. That other side of the hydrometer you're talking about, you'll see where it's got certain percentages it can be, and then you'll see your starting gravity side.
right.
So you guys are using your percentage side, correct?
Mine has 3. I have a percentage, a specific gravity side, and a brick side.
Okay.
So I just use the brick side.
Just the glass one, or are you using one of the digitals? Or
I just use glass. I just
Straight glass.
So you're basically using what they call a triple scale hydrometer.
Yeah, triple scale hydrometer.
Okay.
Correct.
I just find it super interesting because I feel like you're drinking completely different, right? When you're drinking a whiskey or a moonshine compared to a wine, but I don't think it's that far away, right?
No, basically, it's the fermentation wise is a lot alike.
Well, the other thing that I wondered was, so could you take a moonshine mash and make it a wine?
I don't know.
I've heard of people going that, but they're going to run their moonshine first, and then they're going to introduce wine to it and call it a wine shine.
I just wondered if there's any way to make a corn wine. Is kind of what I'm looking at.
I don't know.
I would say, there's dandelion wine. There's honeysuckle wine. It's a fermentation.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think it'd be cool to make a cool corn wine and put it in a barrel.
Let's try.
But see what they're doing on making a wine, and I know I've talked to you a little bit about this. So when they make a wine, they're doing the same thing I got in them barrels, except for in different steps. They're making a fruit mash, and as a distiller, we take it one step different, and we distill it, and now it's a brandy.
Right.
So basically same difference.
I know.
Ours is all closed off to the environment, also.
Yeah, your guys have got a lot more steps. Star sanding, closing off. With what I do, I love an open fermentation. A lot of guys still close off.
Same. I do. I agree.
I want that.
I only open fermentate. It's literally that's all I do.
I want that environment to get into my.
When you're brewing, like my wife and I used to brew a lot of beer, and I'll tell you right now, the worst beer we ever had. Like if you get lazy on the sanitizing part, your beer's ruined. And
it just takes one little microorganism to mess everything up.
So that's the same thing with wine, then, just like beer.
Yeah.
So
it's not like that with moonshine.
So
no.
This may be a stupid question, just because this is all kind of foreign to me because I've never partaken.
Well, I've tried
any
to
of
get
it
you to, but you're
I understand.
You're a good family man.
So
you're never there, so you don't know.
He's a busy man.
So here's my question. You were saying, how Tracy wants 12 bottles of what? Teacher, I think you said?
Nurse, I thought.
So you said that it's not quite where you want it yet, and you want it to, you said sit longer, is that correct?
Correct, yeah.
So my question is, I know a lot of moonshiners will quote unquote rapid age things. Is there a rapid aging that can happen with wine to get it to where you want quicker? Or is that something that you literally just have to sit and wait to take place?
I'll answer your question in 1 second. Hi, Wes.
Is Wes
is here.
Hi, Wes.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's a bad question or not, but you always hear the rapid age with a lot of whiskeys and bourbon.
So I don't know
the thing about moonshine though, Doug, is the moonshine's already made
right.
It's different. Only thing that you're doing when they call rapid aging, you're taking your already alcohol, you're putting it in a barrel and you're aging it. These
Yeah.
guys are sticking sticks in it, and I know Vince and I will disagree on it. You
I don't
can't-
like it.
Yeah.
myself,
Hey,
but
Doug.
I just didn't know if there's a way to speed up that process on the wine
That's a good-
side.
There
don't
is a
know.
way. Yeah, there's a way. You can. A lot of people don't like to introduce oxygen to the stuff. If you do it controlled, like maybe leave a lid off for 5 minutes, then put it back on. Like don't leave the lid off for a couple of days or anything. Then you'll just have vinegar calling John or running it through the still for you. But I know
Well, even
that.
at that, we don't do nothing with vinegar. So yeah.
Yeah, it's ruined at that point.
Oh well, then
Yeah.
we just have some really good salad dressing, guys.
Yeah, hell yeah. Real high dollar vinegar, boys.
But I know a lot of guys, they won't wrap it, age it, but they won't put it in oak barrel. They'll keep it in a stainless steel, and they'll use the sticks, and they will use so at that, I would say that yes, you can rapid age wine, but it's not the same as you would moonshine, because basically all you're doing is throwing everything at a young wine and trying to make it smooth.
I've
Then
never
Yeah.
had a good
So-
rapid aged bourbon.
So you're basically just not going to get that robust taste that you're looking for with time.
no,
You're
right.
it's just
Yeah, and
you're
it,
just it's just kind of masking it, you know.
correct.
and,
Only way I
and it
think
won't
you
have a
can
burnt out winery label on the bottle.
Right.
So,
The only thing
I know at an event I tried some that was barrel aged. Is that something you guys are doing?
Yeah, we so that
Funny
you
you ask.
tried.
That's a good question.
So yes, we have one. We have a bottle that we barrel aged in
Mm.
a barrel, and they have it's for the American Whiskey Podcast. They've tried it.
No,
They've
we
tried
did
it.
it.
Yeah, you have.
No, I'm going to refuse that we have. I got to try it again. I don't remember.
No, you haven't tried it. That
Oh,
was
haven't tried
what's
I
his
haven't
name?
tried it.
Well, you don't ever come to Springfield because every time we were like, "Hey, come here," like you need to come here. So you probably
don't-
never-
Whatever.
John,
No,
listen to
let me
me,
ask
bud.
you this: Is that what John's asking about this? Aged in the barrel. Is that going to be out? Can you get that at Second Street Market or?
It's I have to get a label for it first, and then I have to put it in a bottle. That would be the first thing I'd have to do. It's just
We should
sitting in a
mason jar it.
Well,
tank. I don't know, man. I don't know if I can. I think if I put it in a mason jar, I would have to put it in hot water to seal it.
We
I was
can.
gonna-
Both of Phil and I's wives do that.
Okay, could you? There is a system out there where you can vacuum seal jars.
I got a vacuum jar sealer at the house.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I mean that might be an option.
Yeah, it's just a
Um,
little power
we
thing.
can-
Stick on a jar, hit the button, you go vacuum seals.
And we can do
But
it with
the reason
we
why I
won't do
asked the bottle I'm drinking from Hatfields, when he gets done with those barrels, he has a winery that buys all of his barrels.
Oh, I'd like
Um,
to get one. Tell him I want one.
He has it's Hatfield's winery also, and he doesn't put any of his wine in his barrels because he don't barrel age any wine.
Yeah,
But he's got another winery that just buys the crap out of them. And say that barrel's $250 when he buys it and puts his bourbon in it, he can get pretty much the same price after his bourbon's
yeah.
poured out of it. Because I guess it's something you guys, not you guys, but wineries like.
they like the taste of it. 'Cause
Okay.
it leaves like I think it has something to do with the alcohol that's still permeating in the wood and the flavors of the whatever, like the moonshine or the bourbon or whatever they barrel age. And I think that it's left in there and it gives it another it'll give it a little bit extra bite to the
Okay.
wine. Like
Yeah, I don't know
Maybe
who
a
I don't
little
know
bit
who he
hotter.
really sells to, but I know he said he can't keep barrels after he uses them, because I wanted to buy a couple with his logo on it to put it in my distillery here, because we're good friends. And he said, I really can't. He said, I can't afford not to sell it to that winery. So
Ask him if he can hook us up with one. We'll buy one.
Megan, I'll be
I'll
honest
see
with
what
you.
his used barrels go for, and hell, maybe he'll give me a deal on one, and I'll ride up to the market sometime with it.
Nice.
That'd be awesome.
I want you to come up there anyways, because I think you'd have a fun time. You have to bring like a couple $100, because
Oh, for
And that
sure.
food there.
and don't eat anything.
I was like, I'm not cheating. She's like, you got to try the grilled cheese. I'm not going to. And I look over, I was like, give me a bite of it. At least just give me a nip of it. And she's like, dip it in tomato soup. And I was like, I can't have that. I look at the tomato soup. I'm like, give me the grilled cheese. Give me the tomato soup. I'm going to give it a bite.
What'd you think?
Oh, my fuck.
It was phenomenal.
I got $20 sitting right here just for that grilled cheese and that shit. All right.
Now John could probably explain this to me, and Fred and Chris, you might be able to also, but I've also heard if you barrel in smaller barrels, it actually ages it faster.
Yes, so you can go a smaller barrel in like a 3 gallon. Basically, if you go anything, and some guys may disagree, but you go anything over 6 months in a 3 gallon, you're going to start over oaking. Some guys may like that, but 6 months in a 3 gallon's perfect for me. 6 months in a 5 gallon's perfect for me. For my
We
liking.
only did, what'd we do? 3 weeks?
2 weeks.
2
2 or
weeks?
3 weeks.
2 or 3 weeks, and it was perfect. It was,
Oh, my
I was
God.
going to say, your guys is going to be a little more delicate than what we're doing.
yeah,
So-
because your guys is stronger.
Yeah, and we're going to try to pull that alcohol into the
of it.
barrel.
Yeah.
And back
But,
out.
but Vince, I'll tell you this right now. What they came up with, I think, is extraordinary. I've never had anything. I just saw Megan play. She had a barrel aged dry wine before. Can't remember, but I wasn't a fan. I'm telling you, this is incredible. We all tried it. I think this is something that's honestly, if you bring this and you share, I don't give a shit if it's called American whiskey. It's not about that. I don't give a shit. You can call it the whatever, but regardless of what it's called, if you bring that and put that on the shelf at Second Street Market,
It's
you're
going
gonna
to
have a problem. You're
Yeah.
I
going.
already have a problem.
You won't be able to keep it in.
I know that's my
Well, it's
point.
going to be even bigger problem.
I'm telling you, we were sitting at where were we when we first met? We were at some festival, Dan Gray Festival. I don't even remember. Harvest is Here Festival, and I tried that wine. And I said, this is one of the best wines I've tried. We didn't know each other from Adam, man. We never met before, but I did tell him. I said, "There's one thing that I think this could make this thing better." And like, what's that? I was like, I think if you threw it in an oak barrel or old used whiskey barrel, whatever, I think it could bring in some different characters. Might make it, make it just perfect.
You never know till you try,
And
We
they
fought.
did it.
I think we fought. Like, I'm a big component about, I'm not an oak drinker.
I know.
I didn't want nothing to do with it. And then I told
Like,
them I would
straight
test.
voices.
I would run a test. And I ran a test. They picked one. We did it in the barrel, and I will say that it may be one of my favorites so far.
Oh my gosh, dude, it's incredible.
but there ain't Fred. There's not much we ain't going to fight about. We're going to argue about anything.
No,
But I
you are right.
It is one to do bad.
The only thing that I've ever tasted better, and I don't, I was at a friend's house that makes wine. They had this like 5 gallon or 10 gallon bucket behind them. And I was like, let me get a swig of that. I tried it. I swear on everything. Okay.
Was that the white one?
Yes. Oh,
yeah.
my.
That's a secret, man.
That's
God.
the secret.
I went home and got on my knees and said the Lord's Prayer because I felt like I was making an idol in my brain, dude. I was like,
My mouth is salivating just thinking about it.
idols, Lord. But what I just had there at my friend's house, my brother's house, I feel ashamed, God, because I'm literally, it's all I can think about. I'm over here trying to have a Bible study, and all I can think about is that
Hey,
how do I get another lick of that? Like,
that's
holy
all right.
shit.
That stuff
Here's
there,
the best thing about us.
that will make
We
you
yell
walk
at
off.
Fred all the time. Quit buying this random wine juice.
Oh, bro.
And then he brought that in and
There's
fermented
not a
it, and I tasted it.
fucking
I said,
chance.
why didn't you buy more?
There's no chance in hell you could get if you put that barrel aged and that stuff in on the shelf,
Oh,
dude.
goodness.
Doug, I'm telling you, brother, it's the best wine. And I loved the idea in the oak barrel. I'm sorry to say this, I loved it, but that smoked it out the water. When I tried it, I was like, I went like this, boys. I got up and I was like, oh, hallelujah. You know, I was just
You
like,
failed it.
Hey,
I said, the Holy Spirit in that. I was said, what the hell did I just put in my mouth?
I can. It's a little something called
we ain't gonna
Vermentino.
say it.
It's
We ain't gonna
Vermentino.
say it.
Don't say it. It's secret.
Stop it.
Ancient
It's
secret.
delicious.
Am I in
It is
trouble? I'm
phenomenal.
sorry.
No,
No.
No, you're not.
You could tell, but we have things that we have out in our winery that people don't know about.
I'm
That's
sorry.
part of
And
doing business.
absolutely phenomenal.
Nobody
Uh,
likes secrets.
It's okay.
Did I fuck up?
It's
No.
not a complete
No.
secret. It'll come out
no,
eventually.
you didn't.
Everybody's
I
got
know,
actually
it's gonna
didn't
come
say it
out.
was you. First off, I said I was at a random friend's house.
everybody's got their secret.
It's
Weapon.
delicious.
I'll tell you right now, we got
Listen.
a secret brewing right over there.
Yeah,
The sturgeon concoction that I
Yep.
made up. It's the best smelling mash. Am I wrong?
it is. It's the
You
greatest.
dude, wait till you try it. And by the way, as of today, it is ready to run. But I do need to talk to Vince for a second because I am kind of confused.
He
He had to
left.
go check on his mash.
It's my gravity's
No,
reading.
it's we can
My
tell what it
gravity's
is.
reading ready,
He had to go get another hit of methane.
but the corn. Yeah. Hey Vince, I'm confused. I got to ask you a question, brother.
Yep.
So I put my mash I told you about that I made. It's kind of like a secret that I made up. Remember the smoked one?
Yep.
It's reading good to go, but the cap didn't drop, and I've never had that happen.
Are you getting any off gases?
No.
What's your thermometer say? Your
0.9
hydrometer.
0.999999999.
Done then. Run it.
I know. But why is my
So
cap
what-
not dropping?
What
It
I
could
would
be
do
the,
is
grain.
I would take a whatever you want to call them, like the strainer or whatever, the real fine ones.
Yeah.
Straight strain any off the top, and then I'd let it set for a day or two, make sure it doesn't off gas. And then what I like to do with all mine is I'll rack mine. Huh?
What do you mean off gas?
Make sure there's no bubbles at all coming
Yeah.
up.
Stir
But
it.
dude, it's still loud. It's still loud. It's still working.
Damn.
Oh, then let it go.
Yeah, I'd let it go just a little bit longer. And you can go ahead and do what I'm going to say, but it's kind of like what these guys would do. They're going to rack their wine back and forth, correct?
Yes.
You guys rack it back
Well,
and forth.
we
So when I get
filter.
done with,
Never heard of it.
okay,
We rack it first. We rack it 3 times and then we
Can we
filter it.
speak English here? What does that mean?
so rack it like I'll take this
You just
barrel
take it
in
off
here.
the thick stuff at the bottom.
I'll take everything out I can and run it. Actually, I run it through the wine press out there, and get all the juice out, and then I'll let it sit for another couple of days and let everything settle to the bottom. Any leftover yeast, seeds, anything that escaped that bag, and then I'll leave that much in the bottom, an inch or so I don't disturb that before I pump it into the still.
Yeah, it's just the
But I go back
clarifying
and
step.
forth.
That's still. Anytime we talk to him, he's like, steel. Still
Basically-
what?
Basically, you're
It's a
strain
still.
it off into another container, then let it sit a little longer.
Yeah, every
Yeah,
time you
and
do
then-
it, the stuff settles and it gets clearer and clearer every time you do it.
Yep.
All I know
So
is that
essentially, you're clearing your
Right.
mash.
Mm.
You're clearing your mash before you put it in the still.
Yeah,
And
so
do
we
some-
rack ours when it's done
And do
into
some-
the vessel and let it sit, and then we take
Tell me, Fred, don't
we filter and everything else like that at that point.
Okay. Yeah, so almost the same thing, but you guys are adding in your extra step of filtering.
Correct.
it's probably going to give you guys probably have to because of any
Also,
type of fermentation afterwards, right?
Yeah, it'll re-ferment.
Yeah.
we also cold stabilize our stuff too after we
So
get it.
we just call it cold crashing. We'll cold crash ours. As we,
To be honest
recommend.
with you, I cold crash. I'm honest. I cold crash a lot. What's that mean? I'm not sure what it even means.
So when
You get it cold.
so I don't know the technical terms in it, but I
Mhm.
know that. Have you ever got a bottle of wine? There's little crystals in it.
Yeah.
That's tartaric acid.
Is it safe?
It's yeah, you eat it. It's cream of tartar, is all it is.
That's a big word.
But if
Cream of
you
tartar?
don't
Big word.
get your wine cold,
It's 3 words. It's not 1 word. Cream of tartars. 3 words, Philip.
Sounds like something
There's one word. There's dashes in it.
fish.
He needs
I'm
to
just
keep a
arguing.
warm bottle in there.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Ever since he met
Lay it
those
next to
guys,
his truck.
we've never been able to keep him at 1 bottle a night.
no, we tried.
We-
I've
we-
only
we-
brought 1 bottle, and we've had to go get some more out of the car.
It's not. It's when it comes to his wife, my wife, and him. They don't drink more. Just they drink a case.
I think the three
Yeah.
of us probably do a case a week.
Gosh, Jen Denson. Fred's married. Calm down. With the comments, honey.
Jid likes.
Can
her
I be
wine.
honest? Can I be honest? Because we got to end this sooner than later. It's
He
been an
wants
hour
this
and 11
now.
minutes. So I have to go see her tomorrow because I got a root canal like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And like I can, this tooth that's super yellow over the years has got super yellow. And a couple weeks ago, dude, I can literally like feel my tooth in my mouth, and it's horrible. Like
You need me to go with you
Well,
for support,
dude, I am
will go.
so
I'll
scared.
show
Jen's
up.
like, you're gonna come in here. We're gonna look at it. I'm so scared. Like honestly,
Tooth pain's the worst.
it is so bad. It's the worst, dude.
I'd rather
And
break an arm than have a.
But the thing is, it's my very front tooth, and if they have to pull it, dude, I'm gonna be toothless.
Oh, you're gonna have such a
We will
list.
criticize you,
A hole.
but
Yeah.
we'll
I'm gonna
still
be-
love you.
Honestly,
I'll be
guys,
so self-conscious.
You want me to
dude,
go
I
with
used
you?
to call off of school in high school because that's why I got scars on my face because I had so much acne. I literally would call off of school and beg my dad not to make me go because my acne was so bad. Like, dude, I am so scared. Like, to go there and go, like, dude, I am not looking forward to it. I think I talked to Fred for like 45 minutes today. Like, dude, I am so fucking stressed out. Like, I'm going to have to like
get it.
figure out who has anxiety meds because I'm out. I'm going to have to pop, like, give me the gas. I know, Jen, don't lie to me. I know you can let me take a couple hits off of some laughing gas to get me where I
You want me to go with you?
Dude, I might
Just grow
need
your
you.
mustache and cover your mouth.
I'll go with you.
So she called me today and she's like, hey, I know we said Thursday at 9, but we got an appointment. Like I can get you in. And I wanted to cry. Literally, I wanted
Hey,
to cry because
look
I'm
at it
not
this way.
scared.
Like, no,
Soon as
I'll wait till Thursday.
I'll go with you as
I
well.
mean, and here's the other thing, like my gums are seated right there. I feel like have you ever seen those people that got their lip cut out and shit? And like,
Well, that's usually cleft lip. I think.
Yeah, that's
It's not that bad. Come on. now.
Well, you have, but that's what that
dude,
cutout
I'm
usually
so
is.
scared though. I'm so scared. I'm
Sturge,
like,
I got a plan, brother.
no, I don't have a plan.
John's like this, dude.
I'll go
John's
with
like,
you.
And then they're gonna be like, when's the last time
It's,
you get your
it's
teeth
not
cleaned?
that bad. Fuck, I had 16 taken out at one time.
When Jen
It's not
leaves the
that
room-
bad.
I know. That's
got
why I'm
dentures?
scared.
Hey,
I don't want to look like that.
Starts with one.
Sturge, I got it. When
I was
Jen,
kidding, John.
I'll
When
go
John
with
told me
you.
that, I was like, there's no way. And he smiled. I was like, Jesus Christ.
All right, listen, I got it.
I don't want to go. John,
I'll go
you have to
with
come
you.
here with me. No, you don't know what John knows. John
Hey.
had 16 pulled.
Yeah, but when Jen leaves the room, I'm gonna give you that mask. I'm gonna crank that damn valve all the way up.
No, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to have an absolute fucking panic attack.
You will
First
not be
off,
able to walk out of that chair by the time I get done with you.
I don't know if I'm going to go.
No, you're gonna go.
So the
you
funny
gotta
thing
go,
is,
dude.
Jen said, "I'll
It-
take care of Sturge. And Sturge ain't gonna show up."
Where you
it
at?
won't really be that
work.
bad getting it pulled. It'll be afterwards. You
Do
know,
that-
you'll have that,
Do they poke
that
you with
weird
needles?
feeling in the front.
What do you
Do
mean?
they poke you with needles?
Oh.
I think I'm going to
Yes,
have
they
an
poke you with needles.
I'm not going.
Hey, but look,
I'm not doing it.
I'm
No,
gonna have to
might-
send you that
Let's
video.
leave it
I
in
found
there,
bit.
and your whole gum
Grab
starts
something.
getting ate away.
hey, you know
That's
that 9.99 gallon jug of whiskey? I need it. Get it. There you go. Get it.
She might have to lean over top of you to get it.
All right, I'll go just for the show.
Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
kidding.
let's
That's
leave it
why
in
I
and let my
knows.
gum start rotting out. That's
No.
not
Gail,
smart.
It's already rotten up, dude. That my fucking
To get
gum
it
is
taken
up
care
there.
of. That's the one place you don't want to have
Yeah.
infections in your
I
mouth.
got you.
It
I
isn't
got you
a
guys.
I can tell.
That's what I'm saying.
It's too late.
You got to take care of
I
it.
think it's too late.
All right, listen,
Yeah, what's the
fellas.
worst that happen? You lose a tooth and you get a little made
don't
fun
you
of
just-
here and there.
I got
We're
one
gonna
this
make him a grill.
See? Right here.
Why don't
You
you
really
see if
think
you
so?
set the
Going-
podcast up
Out
there?
of you group of friends that I fucking have, it's going to be every once in a while I'm getting made fun of.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, every
Yeah.
once in a while, somebody throws a carrot.
I'm pretty sure the
You're good.
show started.
You go
The
have,
show
a,
started making fun of me.
have a grill.
So-
man.
Yeah.
Sturge,
You
you
ain't gonna have to
want
use a
hold your
toothpick
implant
on that.
now.
Hold on, Jen. Listen, can I get a shut the fuck up, Jen? Can I get a flapper? Do they? I googled. You can get a flapper. It's a tooth you stick up in there.
With the retainer, right?
No,
It's on
No,
it? No.
it's just. I think if I remember it's just a fake tooth. You stick it up in there.
Hydro man.
Sturge, you whistling.
Yeah, Hydro
Here,
Man
guys,
will,
this American.
Really, Hydro? Really?
Hydro Man will hydro dip you one.
You know what? I'd rather get in the trunk of an old V Dub than fucking go to the dentist, dude.
Hydro dip a tooth for him.
Yeah, I don't know. I was Jericho.
You get
He,
an AAW.
he will, and we'll put it on our next auction to go down south
I lip out.
for the funding.
I'm with
There you
Jason.
go.
I'm all about the copper grill. I'm gonna get a copper.
I almost. Hey, have you ever seen that one? Wilson, where the guy was on the island by himself. He had a volleyball as his best
Yeah,
friend.
Tom Hanks.
Castaway.
Captain Phillips.
You know that one time he takes the rock, he like knocks it out.
Oh,
his
yeah,
tooth.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
thinking to myself, what's better, just to do that or go to the dentist? I'm like, probably the Castaway way.
Your gums are rotting away. Let's do
Hold
an
on,
infection. That's
Try to
smart.
pull me.
It won't be that bad till they hit the optical nerve when they give you the shot and your fucking eyes go cross.
That's when you just ask for a root canal while you're in there.
Yeah.
Jen's called
I
and tell him,
can't calm
don't be a
down, girl.
puss.
I'm so nervous right now. Like, I'm serious.
I remember,
It's my worst fear. in the
I've had
world.
root canals. I've had extractions.
What
you know,
happened?
I've had everything.
My
so.
gum is super receded.
Tooth pain's terrible.
Hydro
Are
man's
we
called
able to do
wood
the
grain for you.
podcast from there, Doug?
Oh, I can't, I'm
Ooh,
stirred. I can't- I have
a live
tooth in the
feed?
front.
Yeah, do live feed from the dentist office.
Leave that
I'm
way
doing
tomorrow.
it. I'm
Live
doing it.
feed. He's got one eye going this way, one going that way, and girl running down.
With a
That'd be
shear.
funny if they pulled the
What
wrong
did you
dude.
tell? What did you say she was gonna say?
What? She can fix it,
No, you said she's gonna tell you to stop being a.
pussy.
Pretty much what she said.
Yeah. But hey, if it don't work, Hydro Man offered to wood grain dip you a tooth.
Ooh,
That would be sweet.
I know you're making jokes.
He's being serious about the wood grain, though, I believe.
Hey, can I be honest with you? We should live stream it.
All right, yep.
Good.
No, I'm kidding.
No, I'm
No, you
doing it.
You know
should.
how amazing your
Hey,
whistle would be?
with Jen working there, I think she could get it approved.
What time's your appointment? I'll just walk in there. I
I'm
don't
only
care.
going to drink one glass tonight.
What time's your appointment?
Oh shit! I need to put these up right quick.
What time's your appointment, Sturge?
10 o'clock.
I'll be there.
What?
I'm gonna be there.
That's a lie. You can't be there. I'm gonna have a panic attack, dude.
I'm gonna
Said
be
a oak.
there.
Oak barrel tooth.
We need help in the. But what happened? There's a big ass dude just fell on the ground. Did you do the X-rays? We didn't even get to that point.
I'm just going to record.
They'll call
You're
for
gonna look at me.
lift
He's like,
assist.
when's the last time you had them washed? I'm like, about 6 years ago.
Hey,
The
the first
needle's
time
only about
in
a
that
foot.
place, it was 16 years since I went.
Dude, I've never
bad.
had a cavity,
I haven't either.
but I had this root canal when I was like,
You haven't been to
13,
the
14.
dentist in 20 years.
Who you talking to?
You.
You better not be talking to me, yellow teeth. You
Nah,
like you have
first-
38 root canals.
First
Don't play
time Jen
games
got
with
me in there, 16 years since I've been to a dentist.
When's
No root
when's your
canals.
appointment?
I've decided not to go. So
10
I don't
o'clock
have one.
tomorrow.
No.
We're going.
It's tomorrow.
It's gonna be live.
I was,
At
no.
the house in the drawer beside the bed, I have a whole fucking top, plate that I can loan you.
They're called dentures, you motherfucker, and I don't want those. I want to keep my
He's gonna
own
loan
teeth.
you.
That is a real
They ain't
friend.
been sitting
He's
in
gonna loan
If
you his teeth.
anybody from Second Street Market is still listening, this is after hours. Please, please
Don't
do
judge
not
us.
watch. Jokes
judge us.
only love. I'll video the whole thing live. if
Fred
you
said,
get
"Looking
it.
good, boys."
Who said that?
Fred Salmons.
That's odd. He's on here. Must be
This
a
is my
fake.
dad.
Wait
Tell
a
my
minute.
father.
That's Big Day.
That's Big Daddy Fred.
It literally just hit me. They got.
I'll
the
be honest. I
same
didn't know you were.
name.
I didn't know you were Fred Salmons Jr.
That's your
I'm
dad.
not.
Hey, Fred
Oh.
Salmon Senior. Do you? Wait a minute. I'm so confused.
He's
Junior,
the third.
seniors passed away.
I'm confused. And how do they got the same? I'm so drunk for this.
This
Okay.
is my dad.
So my dad's dad was named Fred Senior.
Ah. So what are you like?
Dad
The
is
third?
the junior.
You're the third.
And Fred is his
Yeah.
favorite.
I'm
Oh,
the
yeah,
third.
well, yeah. So I knew that. Just you told me that last week.
It's
So-
funny how that
Yeah,
works.
he told you. He'll tell you every week. He's very upset about it, dude.
Because you know, my grandfather was a
Yeah.
Kirby, my dad's a Kirby, and my brother's a Kirby, and my brother's also my dad's favorite.
Jennifer
It-
said, "John Vince, the upper dentures do not fit your friends."
I'm just-
We can try.
I'm just sorry you had to
She
find
can
that out.
It's
Here's
got
my-
a front tooth in it.
Here's a good question, though. So
Yeah.
I have a gap between my two front teeth because I stopped wearing a retainer in high school.
Yeah.
After I have my braces, if
It'll
I
get
have to get
bigger.
if I have to get a new tooth, can they make it closer to that tooth?
Yeah,
That's called braces.
they'll pinch
You know,
that. way.
Ryan can mold you one out of
Why
Play-Doh.
don't you stop acting like you're a certified dentist, man, and make wine?
Yeah.
How about you catch
Yeah.
up on your wine orders and
I think-
stop putting your 2 fucking cents on my fucking teeth, dude?
Fred, I think we're gonna need more wine. We're gonna need more
You're
wine.
gonna
For
look
this.
like what was that movie with Mr.
He
Wilson?
knows what he's talking about when you should be in Ohio making more wine to catch up on your orders.
I'm getting there,
Sir,
man.
hey,
I'll be
Ryan
down
can
on
make
Friday.
you a Play-Doh one. It'll be all right.
Here's the deal. I have to get my tooth pulled without any shots.
I'll be there for you. I'll
Why?
meet you there at 10:00.
Well, that's
Dude.
that's
You don't
Without
even
shot.
feel the shots in your mouth.
Yeah, the fuck yes, you do.
At my dentist, I don't feel anything that they put in my mouth
me
to
see
give me
your
a shot
teeth.
of.
What tooth are you losing, dude? That's true. He's got one
That-
missing.
Thank you.
My mom's favorite.
What it do? What happened?
Yeah,
They
you are.
pulled
Chris.
it.
How long did it take?
3.5 hours.
It took 3.5 hours.
For
It was a-
one fucking tooth?
To dig it
Why
out.
do you not wait 3.5 hours, dog? You better hit me with the fucking.
Okay, if it's
you
gonna be
better hit me
3.5
with
hours,
every gas they got. No,
remind me to
No
bring
way.
my
You
phone
want
charger
to hear what I
tomorrow.
went through? So I was in Tennessee.
no, I don't. No, I fucking don't. I do not want to hear what you got to
Nope.
say. I'm out.
So I was in
Lord.
Tennessee, and I was eating some food, and my tooth broke, and it exposed the nerve. And I was
What
in
are you
Tennessee.
eating, rocks?
So it was pain for like 4 days. I had to go get a prescription of Vicodin that they called in an order for to a pharmacist
I'll be there with you.
in
bro.
Tennessee while I was there, and I went and picked it up just to get through the pain and getting home. But no, I had a broken tooth, so they couldn't grab it to extract
They
it.
had to dig it.
They had to dig with a tool, and it took 3 hours to get it to pop out.
Just don't tell them about all the noises that it's going to make.
Well, honestly, then
Wait
there
till-
weren't even any noises for me, just because all they were doing was trying to dig it out. But
I heard
That
a
drill
it
crack.
hurt.
Just
But
the sound of the drill.
I probably had 8 shots the whole time they were doing it.
Yeah, you didn't.
The noise ain't bad. It's when they grab on it and they start pulling.
Well,
It feels
yeah.
like the top of your head's pulling down.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. I just went and talked to myself and God. He said, I made your teeth the way I made them. Leave them be.
Yeah.
Okay, if you don't go, I don't want to hear about your tooth hurting anymore.
Yeah, me either.
I think I have.
Yeah.
Like,
I
like
think
I said, I've got a plate. We can take that center tooth out and just.
What the hell?
Wait, oh, Maybe,
Yeah, that's what I want every morning.
maybe we go to Benz's place and you hop in that room real quick, get a couple hits of methane. And then
No,
we'll-
I'm telling you right now, when Jen walks out that motherfucker, I'm turning every knob in there and grabbing every mask I see. I'm about to call the wife like I am high as hell. Come get me.
Oh,
You'll have
God.
Phil to drive you home if his
Like,
son will give him
hey,
his
this
truck.
is- No, I'm taking it. I don't give a shit. That's medical grade. I don't give a shit, dude.
My
Are
son-
you
my
coming
son
down
said
on
he'd be all right.
Saturday, Doug?
Huh?
Are you
Yeah,
coming on Saturday?
he's got to tune in for me because I'm not going anywhere without a tooth. So yeah, he's coming.
I'm gonna have to move this a little bit.
Thank you, dog. I'll take you. You might have
My phone's going dead.
Oh,
All right,
shoot.
man.
I'm just
You got
moving it. There we are. I'm hooked up to some power now. So
Get you out video.
yeah, I got a laptop. I got 2 of them on my desk. One running my laser.
That's fucked up.
What's this tomorrow?
Yeah, dude.
Hey,
I'm
if
gonna work tomorrow.
oh, there's Jen. Hey, if American Whiskey goes live tomorrow
I'm
at
not
9
coming.
a.m.,
Now
tune
listen,
in.
I'm going to tell you, Jen, exactly what's going to happen. You're going to take my X-rays. You're going to see how receded my gum is. Then you're going to have to cut my lip out. Then you have to take my tooth out.
Cut my lip.
Then you're going to tell me there's nothing you guys can do, and I'm going to leave there with half a lip, no tooth,
Jen,
and I'm going to fart sound like this when I'm on a fall half.
I'm gonna come with you. I'm gonna get the Jeep from you tomorrow, and I'm gonna bring him to his appointment, and we're gonna videotape this shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
And when you leave the room, I'm turning on the gas. We're
when
both gonna be
AAW
hitting
goes
that
live
shit.
at 9 a.m.,
Now,
tune
hold
in.
on. Let me ask Peanut's wife a question. I do need to know. Is there any chance I could get a hit of gas?
If we do something, yes.
Wait,
He's gonna get hit
we
before.
can't do it tomorrow. I am no.
We're gonna hit you tomorrow.
No, absolutely fucking
Dude,
not.
after
One and
a
done.
couple
One and done.
I
Sir.
don't give a shit.
No way.
I'll
I
give you
don't.
a couple hits of gas. You'll be game for anything.
Yep, for sure.
So Jen, what's the chances of
I gotta count my pulse. Yeah, I'm not coming.
what's the chances of that needle hitting his optical nerve?
Not a chance at all.
Is that a real
Damn it.
thing?
Listen to Ben.
Well, it depends on how much you're paying.
Optical nerve, like the eyeball?
Yeah.
Well, not like in the eyeball. It's what controls. Like I watched one where they did one and
No,
the
shut
girl's
up.
eyes went this way.
You should have.
I'm just saying,
one in
it's
her face.
pretty cool.
He said it'd be pretty
Coming
cool.
from the guy that's 16 teeth less. I'm not trying to do that, dude.
Hey, I did it. It was all right.
That's true, Hydro. He'd fit right in.
That's why
Jen,
you.
did
You're
you
gonna
get your
sound just like
peppers?
Vince tomorrow.
I'm so upset right now, dude. I literally, my heart, I think I got a heart rhythm now.
Gas will fix that, brother.
Sure.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
You need to calm down.
I'm calm. I'm not
It's
coming.
not going to be that
Super
bad.
calm. I'm not coming tomorrow. So I'm
It's
super calm.
not going to be that bad.
Are you doing
Worried about
X-rays?
nothing.
X-rays are bad for people.
X-rays are not bad.
I heard,
do
I heard,
every
you,
day.
I heard you
If
guys
they're
have an
bad,
opening
then-
again tomorrow.
There'd be something wrong with me.
I heard that there's a opening tomorrow around 10.
You're coming at 10.
I'm gonna come get the Jeep, and I'm gonna bring him.
No, you're not, dude. I'm gonna.
How funny would that be?
I'm videotaping this shit.
Someone hit him
man.
with a trank dart.
Well, who's gonna carry me in?
Shay, I
Who's gonna?
think.
Okay. Who's carrying me in, Shay?
I got a winch on that Jeep, baby. I'm ready by your
So,
feet.
so what?
Let me
Who's
ask,
the actual dentist?
no time out. I got to ask her a question. So if a root canal after 15 years it can go bad?
Mm-hmm.
Do normally?
Yeah, they're
do
temporary, right, Jan?
Do they
Yeah.
normally have to pull it?
We're just going to have to look at it and see what's going on.
No.
No.
I need to know. Do they have to pull it?
We're not pulling it tomorrow.
No.
Normally people don't complain like you.
Jen says there is something wrong
do
with
you
you.
normally have to
You
pull
married
it?
me.
I don't know. I have to look at it.
Can you just give it a? Can you read?
Those are nice
Come on.
pliers.
Can you read?
He got those from his
I
dentist.
have
No, time out. I hold on, guys. Shush.
Look at
Can you just do a root canal?
sometimes, yes.
Here, this is how my first root canal on that tooth went. I was just I'm like 15 years old. 2 hours later, they're like, "We got to close you back up. And you have to go to a person in Columbus because it's bad." And so I had to travel all the way to Columbus and on Vicodins at 15 years old. A week later, because it was hurting so bad, then they had to refix the root canal. And that guy told me, he said, one day you're gonna have a problem with that tooth. And today is the fucking day.
I have a
Well,
question.
thank God you met me.
I'm not thankful. I need the pain to stop. I don't want
I'm
my
pulling one out of Fred's book.
It will stop.
I've got a question. Here's something I don't understand about teeth because it's not happened to me. So that's your natural tooth.
Yeah.
I've never had
yeah.
a root canal where I've had a tooth still there.
Oh my God.
You what?
So Yeah, every root canal I've had, they've pulled the tooth, did a root canal, and then capped.
No.
You
No, that's not a root canal.
no. Wait. I need to talk.
Hold up.
Wait a minute.
That
That was awesome.
You cannot pull a tooth and have a root canal. The
Yeah, 'cause you pull the
canal
root with the tooth.
stays- Okay, so the tooth stays, and you have a root canal on that tooth, so you can save that tooth.
Oh, that's shitty.
That's kind of like wiping before you poop. You can't pull it out and put it back in.
My lease is almost up on this one.
How many teeth do you
I
have?
mean,
This one's got a root canal,
You
but
don't brush your teeth, bud?
yeah.
Me too.
So
I thought I did too.
I have a vitamin deficiency, which is the
I
reason
can
my
tell.
teeth are so bad.
I can
You need
tell.
some vitamin D.
I guess.
Oh, get out in the
What
sun.
sucks is that my teeth are super straight and I never needed braces, but
Liar.
my deficiency's so bad that
Should
my
have got a
teeth
retainer.
kind
I'll
of
be
like
honest. You
rot
should have
out
got
on
a
their
retainer.
own.
You should have got a spacer.
I would like to know that you need to remember what farm to bottle was like, of how you teased them in the tent next to you, because she's the one taking care of you.
I
Well,
was.
I'm an excursion. This is American Toothless.
I'm going to
I mean,
feel a whole
more
lot
than
better about
likely.
not having all my top teeth after you get done tomorrow.
Fuck you,
More than
John.
likely, if they have to pull it Sturge,
Hey,
people
John, how
won't
about
even
you open
tell.
up your distillery and shut up?
John's enjoying
Nobody's
his
gonna
old
know, Sturge, that you're
Yeah,
missing
just
a
don't
tooth
smile.
tomorrow.
The fuck
Just
if they
don't
won't,
smile.
dude. I get on the guitar and I start doing videos. That's me going, oh, FIFO moonshine, running through and song. Yeah.
We can get you a
I hear
triplet.
after it's pulled, you're going to start with a banjo instead of the guitar.
Smile. Okay, I'll smile. No fucking tooth in the front end. I'm
Welcome
good,
to
man.
America's and Whiskies.
Your friend sure does
I'm
have a
just
pretty
Swiss Big
smile.
Surge, and with me tonight we've got the Thug, and we've also got the C-Nut, and we got the Firehouse Fine, and we've got the They're Not Winery. No, fuck that. It's
You'll
a-
be
Good thing-
Mike Tyson's cousin at that point.
Yeah, we won't even make
You
fun of you just a little bit.
fuck you, Doug. He said, "Good thing we did all the commercials." No, I can't wait to do Firehouse Shines. Hello, I'm Von Benz's best friend, and today we're going to talk about all the voicing. He says to be the one, and then he goes to talk, and he's listening because he got 16 teeth less. That'd be the worst commercial in America, dude.
And whiskey with tooth talk.
Listen, when it comes to tooth, here's the thing about it: don't trust the dentist. They root canaled me 15 years ago. And now here's the thing. Everyone's like, how bad does it hurt? I'm like, it doesn't hurt. I can literally just feel that I have a tooth. Like I can,
Well-
I wake up and take a,
Well, that's not always bad. It's
If
when
you're
you
going to tell the whole
feel
tooth,
your teeth. It turns
no,
Never
like
had to
it
tooth.
doesn't. Like I take a little bit of ibuprofen to like knock the edge off of it. But I'm telling you, it's not like excruciating pain. It's just the fact that I literally can feel. I literally feel like I have a tooth in my mouth.
You do.
you're supposed
Yeah,
to.
you
That's what they're there for.
So what's wrong with that?
John's
Exactly,
like,
John.
I've done 30 years.
Exactly.
I really feel like I got a tooth in a drawer at the house.
Oh,
I don't know.
You
You
can take
take
the blue
too much.
one
I
with
can't
you.
feel my teeth.
No, I can feel it like under my nose, kind of like, you know what I'm saying? I think it might be infected. I don't know. What it is? What happens if it is? What happens?
if it's
It delays it by a week.
You make another appointment.
You got to have antibiotics.
that is true.
I don't do well with antibiotics. I got irritable bowel.
I got it all the
There's
time.
not toilets where you
What are
work.
you going to give me? Penicillin?
Sounds like you have an irritable tooth.
Yeah.
It sounds like you have no teeth. So
No, I have them. They're
In a
just not
drawer.
with me.
4 miles from where you are right now. So least
Okay.
mine-
Sturge, I
One
want to tell you the
less
truth
than
about
1
something.
mile next to my snack case.
Less than 1 mile next to the snack cakes.
Yeah. I want to tell you the truth about something, Sturge. It'll be okay.
Exactly.
how do you know?
It'll be
Because it's
fine.
one little baby tooth.
It's not a baby tooth. It's a full-grown tooth.
It'll be
If it's-
fine. I have
if
a
it's
mouth
that
procedure
bad,
like
listen.
every 4 months.
Jen will hooter flog you, and you'll be okay.
I don't want Hooter flog, dude. I would just want my tooth to feel better.
You'll be like, hey, the one beside is hurting too.
Yeah, and he says that's the tooth and nothing but the tooth.
You're so stupid, Phil. You're so stupid. Honestly, he's kind of right. I'll be there.
Yeah. Just bite down on that can. It might fall out.
All right, here's the reason I'm so scared about it. So I went to a doctor here 3 years ago, and he like comes in. He was like, "Yeah, all right. So I got good news. I got bad news." I was like, "What's the good news?" He's like, "Once again, you don't have any cavities." I was like, "I've never had them, so no big surprise." He's like, "Here's the thing about your front tooth, though." He's like, "I can try to cap it, but it's super like hollow. There's no way we can do it." He was like, "You pretty much in my ears, I heard you're pretty much fucked, right? You've got no chance. Probably gonna die." And so I never went back.
It's a shell of a tooth.
Yeah.
Back for 3 years.
It's been like Steph said it was 5. I'm
Hey.
going with 3.
Oh,
Hey,
Jesus.
Jen can do the impossible. Trust me.
Ours
Maybe
used
it's
to
with-
say, I got bad news and good news. And you're like, what's that? And he's like, you need a root canal. I was like, okay, what's the good news? And he's like, I don't do root canals. Okay. And he had fingers that was about like that.
Ooh.
He was a big guy.
But you're used to that size in your mouth. What?
Here we go.
Hey,
He went from trying to be serious to
Why you set that up?
I do got a story to
He
lighten up.
said
the
I had it
mood.
that big in my mouth. What do you think I'm gonna say to that, John?
Sturge. I do got something to lighten up the mood.
Oh, boy.
So the other day, my lovely wife,
Lovely,
Tina's
lovely.
wife.
Yeah, lovely wife.
she decided she was going to come down the stairs, and she missed the top step. So
She said stop.
No, this is great.
She said
This
stop.
is great. She came down to like 5-6 stairs on her butt.
Yeah.
Her boobs bounced so much she broke her clasp on her front bra.
Yeah.
And that baby, that's one of them heavy duty plastic jobbers, man. He broke it. I was like, babe, you okay? And she's like, I broke my bra, and I couldn't help but laugh. I was like, this is great.
That's not great, dude. That was a bad.
Are you
fall.
okay, Jen?
How are you feeling?
She was okay.
How's your tailbone? How's your back pain?
She got a little bruise on her butt cheek.
Did she?
Yeah, but she broke her
You
bra.
hurt your tailbone?
I mean, I pulled out trucks with that bra. And she broke it coming down 6 stairs.
That was a real dick move, dude.
Look
I
at
just
her.
need. I just
She
need to
ain't gonna
know.
say I'm lying.
Oh, hold
She
on,
knows
can I
it's
ask-
true.
Jen, is there any laughing gas in stock? You guys have laughing gas in stock?
Oh yeah, we'll hook you up, dude. Like I said, as soon as she leaves the room, we're both hitting that shit.
I'm sorry. Like where's Sturge? I don't know. He's in a fetal position with a blunt in his hand, a Miller Lite, and a fucking tube of laughing gas.
No, Shay, she didn't. She didn't get 2 black eyes. Luckily, she had her glasses on.
Raise your hand if you've had a tooth
But I did
pulled.
have to fix her glasses.
How many of you have had a tooth pulled? Who's had a tooth pulled here? So Fred, Chris, have you had a tooth pulled?
No, I still got all my teeth.
I had a couple cut out.
John's like, I ain't got
I
enough.
had my wisdom teeth cut out.
Yeah, me too.
how many hands you want me to raise?
The other ones?
Yeah, I got all that.
See, here's the thing about my dental record here. When I was adopted, my mom was a crack whore before. She was a crack whore. And I had teeth that were growing on the roof of my mouth. And so I'd have to go to the orthodontist or whatever, and they had to cut the teeth out of the roof of my mouth. So for the first 4 years that I was adopted, I'd never been to the doctor, including the dentist. And so dude, I had all this oral work done, and it literally just ever since then, that's not a good position to be in, to invited to the medical field. Here's the thing, bud, you're doing all right, but we got to yank 4 teeth out of your fucking top of your roof of your mouth, and you're gonna be,
They were growing in the back of your throat.
huh?
Dude, you'll be all right. Look,
Hey, coming from the guy that's got all his teeth, shut the fuck up. Okay.
look, Sturge.
How about you shut the fuck up? Here's the thing.
I will
They
have
had to
Jen
put-
wear one bra instead
They,
of two.
they had to put a braces in my mouth to like rearrange my teeth because they had to pull them out of the roof of my mouth. So I have less teeth than I should, and then they had to like pull them together to make them look like they're normal. And now I got to go there tomorrow, get my other teeth ripped out. Now I'm going to be talking like this, like so every time I go to talk. Something, and I don't know what I'm going to do about it.
You can get an implant.
buddy.
It's
Don't
not
you
okay.
worry
I'm
about
upset
that.
about it. I'm not happy.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Jen, just don't wear a bra tomorrow.
What?
We'll
I'm-
get stuff done.
Boobs are boobs, Peanut. Why are you so obsessed with them?
Because once you see one, you want to see them all.
No, not for me. I just want to get my tooth fixed.
Well, you get your
Or
tooth
pulled,
fixed.
whichever
I pull
is
it
easiest.
out at the same time.
No, I just want her to fix my tooth. Listen,
It's gonna get fixed.
I don't think it will. She already told me
if
it's not
Jen
getting.
could do it.
No, she told me it's not getting fixed.
I
tomorrow.
got faith.
She already told me.
I'm coming tomorrow. I'll make sure that some bitch is fixed.
Hey, Saturday I'm hoping to be running blueberry brandy. If you come down, we can pull that too.
Here's the thing: I can't come down there because here's the cool thing. I meant to add this before we, before we got an hour and 40 minutes into this, and hopefully it's okay for Ed and Chris. But it seems like the American Whiskey Boys will be down at 2nd Street often.
Okay, I'll run Sunday, and they can come down and hold you down while we pull the tooth.
We can do that.
Okay.
I'll even take Sturge. I'll even go the driving direction instead of the walking.
So
Jen
am I
can come down.
wrong?
Jen is dying for some blueberry anyway.
It sounds like we're it's a thing down there with the American Whiskey Boys. or-
no. He's got
Um,
the needle nose. We're good.
Yeah, I got needle nose pliers. I also got vice strips if you got to clamp it.
Simmons brothers aren't saying anything, so never mind. We won't be down there. Sounds
I
like
was
we're
waiting
not.
on John to finish.
Well, John can shut the fuck up for a minute.
No, I appreciate John's.
Wow.
Needle nose pliers are ripping my teeth out. I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Jen will be there.
Hey, Fred.
Maybe we get him in a
Hey,
trunk
Chris.
before we get him there.
Wow.
You see that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go rent a Ford
Your
Fiesta.
your logo. If you guys send me it, I'll play around with it. Make you guys something. Send it up to you guys.
Like a sign for the 2nd Street
A
market.
sign. If you want a square sign. If you want a round sign like that. If you want some flash.
Oh, that's cool. So you can't make me glasses because you're so busy, but you can make them wooden signs.
Thank
You-
you.
10
Thanks, John.
for you, toothless dick.
Yeah, you were able to go to the dentist.
Like
and
John,
take
John,
care of your mouth.
John
I
said,
appreciate that.
he said, "I'll make you a fine." What fine you want
Wait a
that
minute.
fine?
I would
how
love a
many?
sign for the 2nd Street Market.
What 5 do you want that?
How many shot glasses? How many whiskey cups? Yeah, don't even start with me.
Really? Really?
Didn't you donate to the basket too?
Oh,
Who?
Chris is on Ben's side. Chris says, I ain't talking to that toothless guy no more.
How about this? What do you think?
Don't you talk
Would
to me
you
like that.
settle down?
Seriously, guys, it's
Hey,
you talk
hey,
about
third, settle
Darn
down
it.
over there.
Zon, no, Zon,
Hey,
Zon,
Chris has got something
Zon,
serious.
Zon. It's okay. Tell me how much I owe you, and I'll send you some money. Okay, I thought we were
You don't
brothers,
have-
but
You don't have to send me money.
you thickhead.
All
You're a
right, Chris.
thickhead. You're a
Chris,
thickhead.
reel it in. Okay, Chris.
yeah. Seriously, third, it's just a tooth. One little baby tooth
Just
comes
one.
right out. You can get your
Yeah.
little implant. You got
said
people that
yes.
could
He says, seriously,
Oh.
third.
Hydro Man can
It's
hydro
nothing
dip
to feel.
it, and then John can laser it with AAW.
Yeah, I'll laser it. I'll put American whiskey right on it.
Then 7 months later, he's going to be like, where's the money for that?
Has
Yeah.
he ever,
How about the tooth that I saved and all the thought that?
Yeah. And you'll just be whistling while you breathe.
I already do that, brother. It's called sleep apnea.
I'm gonna bring some chiclets this weekend to the market for you.
You said you're gonna bring a thickless?
I'd bring him a straw and tell him just stick it where the opening is.
You're not bringing anything because you got blueberry wine to run.
Are you coming down this weekend, Sturge, on Saturday?
Yes,
Or who you bringing
Well,
with
looking
you?
forward to having you there.
the boys. I thought we were. It seemed like we were invited. I mean, whenever, but maybe I'm wrong.
We do got more.
Are you wearing bibs and bringing a banjo?
I don't have to wear bibs now because I can wear blue jeans because I'm not 560 pounds.
No, you still need. You do need suspenders. You remember?
Welcome, guys.
No, I really
We're at the
don't.
Second Street
You know how
Rock.
your belts don't fit anymore.
No, I bought a new belt that holds my jeans up.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
No, we
just,
do
uh,
that shit.
there
Yeah,
we
I'm
go.
proud of you
You,
on the
you need to
weight
put a
loss.
picture out of you in your bibs now.
What?
You need to do a picture of you in those bibs now. Now that you've dropped that weight,
Take a picture of your top teeth.
ain't got them.
I know. You know what's fucked up? John told me that he didn't have top teeth, and I shit myself because I would never have guessed it. I was
Yeah.
like, God damn, he did. Yeah, that shit.
I'd
Well,
never
boy.
guessed it either.
Here I am turning into John Bench tomorrow.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
You
It's
sure
yours
for
on the top or the
I
bottom.
anything I want to.
Blueberries.
Dude, I can't put those bibs on. I guarantee they motherfucker. I won't take a picture with those. Dude, I used to wear them damn things because I couldn't wear jeans, man.
I got
ain't
bit.
proud of that.
I'll wear them both.
I
I'll
ain't
wear them
proud
with
of
you.
it, though. I ain't proud of that.
That's something to be proud of. Is what I'm saying.
Dude, no, not for me, it ain't, dude. I am not proud of that.
I love
No,
bibs.
I'm not proud of that.
I would be proud of where you came from. It. Yes, I would.
Smaller set with
I
a
can't be
straw
proud
hat.
of it. I don't want to associate myself in them bibs no more, man.
We'll get you a smaller one and a straw hat, like my brother said, and I'll bring the chiclets. Vince will bring the banjo.
Are you gonna
You
bring
know what? You turn one of those white chiclets upright, you could probably stick it in there.
That's what I was thinking.
What?
You can even change the colors of it.
Hey, he's got to go, so we got to end it.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
Dad.
All right, Dougie.
We got to end it.
Sorry, boys.
It's
That's all
okay.
right,
We're
man.
used to it, brother.
We know
As
how you
always,
roll, man.
as always, I'm Big Surge.
Dougie Fresh.
The peanut.
Fred.
Chris from Burnt Out Winery.
John Bench from Firehouse Shine, guys.
And we are American whiskey, and you are
Yeah.
Full of teeth. American and
Burnout
whiskey.
Winery.
Burnout Winery and Firehouse Shine
Firehouse
Company.
Shine.
All right, guys, we love you.
Had a
Hey,
good
boys, I
time.
appreciate it. We'll talk soon.
We'll be at the Second Street Market on Saturday with American and Whiskey. They're going to be there. So if you want to come down.
Oh, will
and
you
hang
guys
out
be
with
there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?
Just Saturday and Sunday this
All right,
week.
guys.
And then next week we'll be.
No, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
All
I
right,
guess
so
we're
he doesn't
starting on
know what's
Friday.
going on. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'll see you guys later. We love you.
Toodles.
Peace out.
Okay.